You know, there's not black in nature, so that's why we are using a mix, getting those lines which have the perfect amount of water and color. Hello! Here are some beautiful tulips I just bought. Funny consequence that I did have these. Let's start by drawing these flowers here. The size of this paper is a little bit wider than postcard, so if that helps, yeah. So I'm gonna just draw a line here, and then we are going to start a bit more like more down here than this one is, so it kind of has that natural look. We're going to draw this little like very white C letter, and then we can just, it so looks like an eye. And if it's too dark, we can tap with eraser. We can sketch very simple petals. So this is very, very light. Dip your brush on water, and then you can take excess water with this, or tapping on this paper here. And then after that we can take some light yellow color, which looks like this. And also we have some more muted tone yellow here, and it looks like this on in the pan and now on the ground. Oh my! Use water to get this lighter shade of it. And just paint this middle part with this yellow color, and if you feel like there's too much water, you can tap on paper and take it with your brush, because it's wet. You can do that still, and now that it's already or still wet, you can take a little bit, just a little bit water, and take some darker shade of yellow and tap on that paper towel. Tap here and there, but not too much. And then you can clean your brush and tap it on the towel and take some brown color here. So we can tap here where the petals start, some brown line. So we can tap here and there, just with the tip of the brush. And do not put too much this brown color, because the middle part isn't brown. When you are adding this brown color, it might be already dry, and it's okay, because maybe it's even easier to paint with this and it looks more nicer. And you can mess it with it a little bit, because this is art, so that's okay. Then clean your brush. Dry our brush with the paper towel. We have this mix here. You know, there's not black in nature, so that's why we are using a mix. You can, you know what I'm doing. And then tapping on that paper towel again. And yeah, if you're a beginner, I always recommend to test on other paper, and you don't even have to be a beginner for doing that. Just take water more and more, like to see when it's light enough, and test it here. But be careful if you don't want to have black petals. We can just take some water and tap it on the towel. Take some color here. Going to paint lines with the tip of the brush, like that, and it's looking like a petal already. After that, we can just paint with the tip of the brush. Remember that if you want in lines, like just a couple of strokes a little bit too dark, so you can just dry your brush and maybe do this, or and then lift that color from that. So if there's too dark lines. And you see, I just did that with my finger, so you can always take some color with your finger too, if you want. There's too much color, so let's just dry your brush. And it's like damp brush. There's some moist, but it's mostly dry. Pick up some color from there. Isn't that cute already? We could paint here some petals too. So paint this line there, you see, from the middle, and go just a tiny bit up and then continue to the right, and then we are going to close that petal. Between those petals you can paint these lines very carefully. Then we can take some yellow color and add it here. You can always turn your paper so it will be easier to paint. Here you see how different it looks if you paint with wet color, like there's a bit more water, then you just don't have too much water and you're just getting those lines which have the perfect amount of water and color. Take this green color. I have a green earth watercolor pen here. Take some water and then mix it here and get a little bit darker shade, because we are going to make or paint very simple stems. So not too much of layering. With the tip of the brush, with this you can follow the line you just sketched. And maybe a little bit thicker. So add pressure to your brush if you want that thicker line. Now we can paint those leaves, but I'm going to paint these shapes of leaves. Just tapping those there. Some darker shade of green. You see how different the handmade paper is. So that's what was the video. If you like this video, put thumbs up and comment down below what are your thoughts. We will see you in my next video. Bye bye!